Lewis, what's going
What's up, OG?
on? OG. Now I'm a YN. You can't tell?
Not by the fat back hanging off those shoulders.
What you mean?
That's old.
What you mean?
You
I'm
OG.
25. I'm 25. Yeah.
Nah, you're OG. The plat with the diamonds around the neck.
I'm 25. You know, they try to say men of the metaverse. We nerds. We don't know what we talking about. I'm really 27 years old. I don't know how old Lewis is.
You know what you look like?
What? Go ahead.
You look like the guy who's 52 years old who dressed
Yeah,
like the
yo.
16-year-old kids
What you
walking
mean?
around.
What you mean?
Face fully developed, bone structure fully developed. You got,
Uh-huh.
and you
Uh-huh.
talk about you young.
Yeah, I'm young. What you do you but that's a good point you bring up. I think sometimes people still want to dress young, but they old.
Yeah, brother, brother,
So
your body shape is a mid-aged man. I can see it all day long.
well see you I think a lot of people can too, but you study people and you kind of break down people in a different way. But I just thought remember we talked about I was gonna do this. I thought it would be a good way to kind of break down how to stay safe. I'm gonna do a real quick presentation.
All right,
Oh shoot,
Cleo.
hold on. Let me take yours down. Let me see. It's right there, like okay. There we go. How to stay safe, because I bought this. I haven't worn it. You think I could wear something like this to the gym? If I
No,
put it, why not?
Brandon,
This is Nike. This is what you mean? What's wrong
Brandon.
with this?
If they see you walking down the street, they ain't gonna say Chris. Nah, they gonna say searching for crack cocaine. That's what he looked like. A old man still on that pipe. Huh?
Fair enough.
Probably
But
got some Levi jeans on, starched polo shirt.
fair enough. But have you ever been out and you've seen some young people? Because of course I'm not young, but you've seen some young, rowdy looking kids. So they're in their 20s, 20 to 25, in a group.
How do you look rowdy, Brandon?
Okay, they have something like this on, pants sagging. they,
Okay,
they
so they brainwash, sissified.
yeah, yes, they trend followers. They clones. They
Okay.
do they do. Yeah, have you ever been out and seen like a group of people like that? Because you told what made me want to do
No,
this.
not at all. Not at
Okay,
all.
okay. Well, that's a good thing.
Where I gonna be at?
And I'm about to get into because the reason I wanted to do this presentation because you told me you were somewhere. I think you was in Rose's parking lot and you saw a man and you didn't know whether it was going to be a situation or
And he
not,
looked
right?
like he had the mask. How you pull? No, don't pull it up. No,
So
down.
you just
Right
had it down
there.
like this.
Had it
Okay.
down like that.
Uh-huh. And
But
you
his body was his body said 25. Your body said 45. Huh?
true, very true.
His elbow stays was just a little more crisper, not like rounder. It was more crisp.
I got you. I got you. So it
Yeah.
made me want to do a presentation on how to stay safe in 2025. But according to the data from the FBI, violent crimes are most likely to occur at your home.
Correct.
Okay. But outside of that, where else do crimes happen? So they happen in parking garages, parking
Wait,
lots.
hold on,
Okay, good.
Brandon. I ain't never read these data, but
Okay.
based on the data I got for YouTube, what I always
Uh-huh.
text you the most dangerous places in America is.
Well, to me, it'd be a parking lot. But
No,
go ahead.
what do I
Which one?
text you? What do I say?
I don't know. What do you say the most dangerous
Convenience
with the
stores,
gas? Yeah, yeah,
fast foods, and gas stations, the
yeah,
most
yeah. But
dangerous places in America.
you're
So let
right.
me
You're
read
right.
what you got to say.
Go ahead. Okay. You want to read it or you? I'll
No,
let you.
no,
I'll let
man,
you.
shit, man, all this small
Okay, I
print.
got you. So parking garages and parking lots, that's where most of the crimes happen. 62,000 crimes. Convenience stores, like
See, we put you on that. Man,
uh,
what I told you, what happens at the Horseshoe Casino outside of Baltimore?
oh
What
yeah, you did
happens in
tell me about that.
the
Yeah.
parking garages?
Because you don't want about what $3,000 you on your way out to your car.
Every year's a dead body, Brandon, and they still open.
Huh? Is it security out there? Is it police out there?
Man, what? All them parking spaces and one man in a golf cart, and it's Baltimore. And you go outside, and all the people, like the low lights, they right there.
I
ain't even like put them to the damn stoplight.
Right. So convenience store, hotels. There's a lot of crimes and stuff happen in hotels, motel, gas station, department store, restaurants, all the things we kind of named. And it still does happen, but you would think nightclubs, you would be more altercations than a gas station, right? But no, that's where everything go down at a gas station, because it's no security, it's no bouncer, it's nothing like that out there. So when you go to these places, it's just regular places, because we all need gas, right?
See, here's the thing, Brandon.
What?
If you want to stay safe, it's something called segregation, and it's alive and well. And I agree with it.
You're right. And that's kind of what we're gonna get into a little bit
on the slide.
Yeah, in a different way, because I like how you put that, because that's
segregation on class and money. Yeah. I'm not talking about race, on class. For example,
right, correct. Go ahead. Finish your point.
I was saying sometimes you just don't, you be in the wrong damn place. This is America, but some places you just don't belong to be.
Depending on your class, like you say, or where you are in your life.
So if I dress like this, walk up into the Lamborghini store.
Yeah.
Pop belly. No, brother, they gonna throw my ass up out of there quick.
Okay, yeah, probably. They're gonna look at you like you don't belong, because
black guy.
Number one, because you're black. Yeah.
No, black plus obese. He ain't no athlete. He don't got no money.
Or you could be finessed 2 times or something. They be like, well, he could be a rapper. So maybe he's in there. No tattoos.
I don't got no slave chains around my neck.
Well, there you
with
go.
a French or a German man name on it.
Yeah. But you're right. But like I say, where can you shop and spend your money and have peace? So, like you say, it's a class system, kinda. So, you think if you go to Chick-fil-A, you're gonna run into an altercation or anything like that, or is it
only
pretty?
On 2 Notch? Only on 2 Notch. If it's 2 Notch and DC, those only Chick-fil-A's that you're running with some get a shootout. Yeah.
But you know what? Why is Columbia like that? Why is 2 Notch Road so rough? That's the capital of South Carolina. It should be.
No. Columbia does exist. It's called USC and Utter. So
what you mean? So the USC campus and everything else outside of that? Is that what you're trying to say?
Which I mean, USC is building this, buying that.
Yeah.
Building this. Ain't nothing else popping in Columbia besides that. Unless you want to go fishing down the river. And
something else that's on 2 Notch is Church's Chicken. Have you been by that Church's Chicken, like right when you go past that church? What the one we were talking about? I
did the story, Brandon. Captain D's didn't have no fish. Church's Chicken didn't have no damn chicken. And this
and it was open still?
Yes. And this was between 15 minutes of each other.
Oh wow, that's crazy. So what did they try to offer you? Because they ain't got no hamburgers.
I think they got the processed chicken, the strips.
Chicken nuggets is the strip. Yeah. Okay.
But and what cash. About... And they had no cash.
Yeah, what? I don't understand.
And I seen them prices. $15 for a 2-piece. I tell my mom, I said, we eating leftovers today. We got one
right, because it just don't make no sense to spend that much money for the chicken. And if you went in, what if they didn't have a drive-through? So now you standing inside Church's Chicken. Is it upstanding people in Church's Chicken? What kind of people in Church's Chicken?
Bro, I didn't have my concealed carry. I ain't going over no Church's Chicken trying to order no chicken.
Why not? Right. Why not? It's just like going to Chick-fil-A or going into Starbucks, right? You ain't got to bring no gun in to go to Starbucks.
It does not pass the parking lot test. The parking lot is full of grease oars and stains.
Right. Potholes,
does-
all kind of stuff.
Potholes. It does not,
Right.
and it don't even snow down there. They got potholes. It
But
don't
I
pass
just,
the test.
yeah, and I think people just need to understand that's something we'd like to hammer home. Look at your surroundings. Pay attention to stuff like that. If you think your life is valuable, don't put yourself in situations like that for some processed chicken, some steroid injected chicken.
Now, hold on, Brandon. Tell me this.
Go ahead.
Would a wife of a surgeon go into Dollar General? The wife of a
Probably
surgeon.
not. Probably not. No.
Okay,
No,
tell
she's
me
not.
this. Would a wife of a surgeon go to Ross?
She would. She probably would. It depends
Man,
on
this
what
man
Ross.
makes $600,000 a year, Brandon.
You know, they do try to have some nice Rosses in that, they're close to Home Goods. So people like to go to Home Goods. Sometimes people like, you know what? Let me stumble into Ross because it's right next door. Let me see what they got going on in there. Because if you look from the outside, let me ask you this, because you know I go in there with my wife sometimes. Ross looks like a nice store on the outside, but
It
when
does
you
not.
get in,
It look like a shopping center. Who the fuck want to go to a shopping center?
well, sometimes when you out, maybe you want to get some home decor. But when I go inside, I can tell if I go inside, I can see all the way straight to the back because they got them cheap hanging clothes things in there, and a security guard in there. I know
There
it's
you
not a
go.
good.
Bingo, Jack. Time you go in there, security guard.
Yeah, at the
And
door.
is well known. I don't even go to Ross, but I know they got
The security.
inventory reduction
There
department.
you go.
And it's a sign right there the time you get in there. We do surveillance.
Right, correct.
So we
And
try
why
to
is
get
that?
the Latinos. We try to get the blacks.
Right.
And we try to get the
The
doctor's wife who come
What?
in there for a fetish. She get a bust of the nut stealing. You know?
Okay. Okay. So what just name 3 of these places that you would not go to. Well, this say I wasn't gonna say would not go to,
I
but
won't go, never go to American Deli. That's about the only one on here.
but you have in the past.
No,
Is
I
that
ain't
my-
never went in my life.
Oh,
I
you
know
never
what it
did?
is.
Okay.
You saw the Friday After Next, the guy was cooking those donuts. It's that type of shop, flies on the
You're
wall
right.
and everything. I
You're
don't want
right.
none
You're
of that.
right. I think out of all the places, that may be the most dangerous place. They had a couple in Atlanta that we went to, and there's a couple in Charlotte that we went to. Very dangerous. Usually outside of Walmart by DTLR, you know, you just that kind of store attracts the wrong kind of people. Let me go to the next slide. These are some hotels. Let me make it big because I can't see some of these. So you know, what's
You don't
a
need to make it
hotel?
bigger. Just leave it right here, Brandon.
Okay, but I'm just saying I had to make it big on my end. What's
Okay.
a hotel that you feel comfortable staying in on here?
It's, no, reword the question. I can say
Okay,
a lot of them.
Okay,
Where
but,
I won't
yeah,
stay.
where you won't stay. Yeah.
I
You
ain't
can-
staying in no damn red roof. Up there. Until you
Right.
get out of the car, you get solicited for prostitution.
Right. But it's been a time. But listen, it's been a time in our lives when we were younger where we wouldn't have a problem staying at Red Roof, and we stayed there. You get the experience. You be like, okay, I don't know about this. Is it worth? Is the $89 compared to paying $150 worth me maybe losing my life or having bed bugs or whatever other issues some of these places have? It's not worth.
Well, I think right now, but if you go to a hotel and not a motel, most Red Roofs are motels.
Yeah.
They kind of stepped it up.
Yeah.
They kind of stepped it up. So most of these places are owned by like the same people, but they kind of stepped it up.
Right. And when I was making this, I was trying to add Knights Inn. Isn't that or Marlboro Inn that's in Columbia that we stayed at many years ago.
I ain't never stayed there. I ain't never spent $1 there.
Okay.
I pulled up there.
Yeah, okay. Did you go inside? Did you see the room?
Yes.
Did it look
a regular every room in America looked like that, but this one just had a little more blood stains. That's all.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah. You got the mattress. I know y'all got them good mattresses. This mattress got hay inside of it. You know
Fair
what it
enough.
is.
Getting gas and snacks. Some of the places you got to stay away from. If you see the bulletproof glass, how do you feel about going somewhere when you walking in? Because usually I won't even go inside the gas station, but some gas stations I will go inside. But it's a couple of them in Columbia that we know about. They selling hats and white tees with the bulletproof glass. Well, just say the glass up. I don't know if it's bulletproof or not.
As a person born and raised in Columbia, I go to any gas station in Columbia, South
Okay.
Carolina. I don't have to check in with nobody. I'll go anywhere in Columbia, South Carolina I want to go.
Yeah. Okay, fair
Yeah.
enough. But if you saw the same
Except
thing
for
in
Columbia
DC,
Mall.
why? What's wrong with Columbia Mall?
Man, you saw the people in there. Foot Locker, Columbia Mall last month. Watch this, Brady. What? Pull out the gun. Bow, bow, bow at the Foot Locker.
Did you send me that video? It seemed like I remember seeing the video now that you think about it. Yeah. That was
32 rounds.
Jesus.
All of them missed. You know? And ain't nothing in Columbia Mall.
Right. Because people don't even go to malls like that. Yeah.
Yeah, you supposed to go to the mall to get phone numbers. Now they go to two
What do they go to the mall
YNs
for?
to fuss each other and shoot out with Full Metal Jacket Russian bullets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When we used to go to the mall, we used to be hanging out, chilling. We wasn't thinking about getting in no altercation with nobody.
We never hang out.
Don't.
Nah, brother.
We never went to the mall. We never went to.
We never hang out or chill. That's for the broke people. We have money in our part. We went to the mall to buy stuff.
We did, but we were still hanging out in the process. No, we wasn't spending no time in there. We'll go to the mall, do what we got to do, and head on out of there.
We ain't never posted up at no mall.
Go in there. People did do that.
Because they didn't have no money, Brandon. When you post up, you don't go in stores. You just be like this. Huh?
You're right. I never thought about it. Yeah. Shout, leave, go home.
Then watch this. This what me and Brady did. Get our stuff. Man, shit. What you want? Chinese? What we getting to eat? You get your stuff. Watch your stuff. Put your stuff on the table. Everybody walk by. Yeah, we got bags today, people. You know, and y'all just in here getting fake phone numbers, girls give to you. We got bags today.
Right. We doing stuff. Yeah. Have you ever you remember this hot spot, or I do kind of remember when they turned the hot spot into the Obama gas station. Like you say, I agree with what you say. I don't fear being in Columbia moving around like that. But if you see a gas station like this and it's a newer one across the street, choose the newer gas station. It's okay. I think sometimes people like to go into these gas stations just because either they're used to it or they like the element in these gas stations.
Now, Brandon, people.
Go ahead.
If it's your community, Brandon, if it is regular old black people like right here, because I use the laundromat across the street from this gas station. Okay. We got some credits on the card. If it's safe, don't be afraid. You know, just go out there.
I'm not saying don't be afraid. Yeah, correct. I got you.
Well, the last time I went to this laundromat, 6:30 in the morning, my mom said we got to get there before the crazy people get there.
Right.
You see what's across the street.
Yeah.
So we there at 6:30 in the morning, comforters and stuff. Crackheads across the street already, brother. They in there.
That's what I say. What time you think they get up?
I don't know. They gotta get up to a rummage or something. When they do this, you don't got no money. They just outside across the street. Because it's another convenience store adjacent to that convenience store. But one is big, the other one's like a shack. You know. So yeah.
No, that's okay. And it's a gas station by my house that I go to sometimes. It's always they got issues with the pump, so they got a bunch of bags on the gas pump. That's not necessarily the end all be all. So if you see that,
who's owners this side, Brady?
I've only been in there a couple times, but I would have to say it's somebody brown. I would say somebody brown. It's one of those kind of
Apu,
gas stations. Probably.
Apu.
Yes,
See,
probably.
here's the thing, the hustle that Trump need to get on these people with.
What? What's that?
You know, people talk about they put skimmers on credit
On the
card
thing? Yeah.
devices.
Mhm.
Now, brother, can I come to your house and change your plumbing out without you doing it?
No, you can't.
The people putting skimmers on the skimmers are the people who work at the gas station.
Correct. It's not no random people in there going to the front doing it.
And this is what they do. They get the credit card numbers. They get some of the stuff, send that off to their home country.
Yeah.
The home country arrange the stuff, put it on the black market, and people who look like Brandon right now buys it.
Right. And we the ones take the fall for it because we riding around or just get caught using it because we ordering stuff and have it sent to our house. So
watch the circle, Brandon.
What you mean?
What color, what did the person look like? Give them the credit card information.
What you mean? It's
this
me.
Gas station. Who's the customer?
Me. It's me.
All right. They get the information, they rearrange it and sell it back to who?
Me.
There you see the circle, people.
All right.
And
who go to jail?
And the profits they get off of it, they open up another gas station and do the exact same thing.
Right. And they seem that they can't stop that kind of stuff. For some reason, they can't stop that crime. But they'll have me on a cop car in a minute.
Because Brandon, you're stealing for your brothers and sisters and your fellow Americans. You need to be locked up.
Okay.
All right.
But they're not. It's a foreign person coming in.
Show me the cameras when somebody put it on the skimmers.
Well, they'll be like, it wasn't recorded or they'll delete it.
There you go. They didn't do it. It's an epidemic. People stealing the schemers.
Yeah.
But somehow they don't never go to fancy places to put them on. It always goes to shady places.
Right. We the customers.
Yeah. You scheme a person who went to Lowe's Food one time.
It's over.
And that she'll go home, type that letter up, boy, that day. They had that thing, they lock it down. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, that was it for that. Oh man.
What you got today, brother?
That's it. I just want to do that. Oh, how many? We do an hour. Well, let's do 45.
Now, Brandon, you see this guy?
Yeah.
Do this look real or fake to you?
It looks fake.
All right. It looks why it looks fake?
What do you mean, not like a real person?
It's a cartoon?
It looks like it looks AI generated.
All right. This guy said, y'all don't live in the real world.
Okay. What does he mean by that?
I say, we was talking about Shannon Sharp, that people ain't gonna like Shannon Sharp because he look like a baboon. That's what we were saying. You know, okay. I get a baboon and a feline like each other. You know, they made that, you know, they can like each other in the cartoons. But come to reality, you know, it usually don't work out. Y'all don't live in the real world.
I see where we go over this.
Okay. I said, says the man with the cartoon picture. Now, he got on My Life, My Money. He said, man, you've been person for 3 years and haven't broke 200,000 on a video. Brother, you see these videos up top?
Yeah.
One is for 23,000. One is for 11,000.
Yeah.
One is for 10,000.
And it's not just a video that you reposted somebody else's content. You actually did the research, went to the school and everything. Did a great presentation or a documentary or whatever, however you want to call what you do when you go out into the field.
So when I read that about an hour ago, I said, "Oh Lord, we got a grown male here. He's not a man yet. He's a grown male. Run on feelings.
Yeah.
Run on. Don't hurt."
But why do you think people are like that? Because I will say it's a lot of people that are very emotional, they're sensitive, You're not like that. I don't think I'm like that either. Like you told me I changed my profile picture on my other page. What'd you tell me? You said Brandon change that picture.
I forgot what the damn profile picture was.
It was just a random picture because I had an older one up there. I didn't take it the wrong way. I didn't get in my feelings. I didn't think he was hating on me. I know when you say stuff, it's coming from a logical place. It's thought out.
You had that damn Confederate flag on that shirt. That's why I told you to take it off.
Well, Confederate. I ain't had no Confederate. I had this shirt on. I had this jersey on in the picture.
Oh, I forgot what
my point. But my point is, we're not sensitive. Like we could take criticism. We could take somebody slandering us. We don't get hot and bothered. We'll handle it.
Well, can I talk some junk at least once in a while on that channel, Brandon? Today,
even when you do that, you're not like how he is. He about to get emotional. He start making up lies. You're not gonna do that, are you?
No, I just go see this. That's what I'm saying. He runs on delusion, but he has 2 testicles. He's putting himself out with fraudulent information.
Yeah.
And he's doing that to hurt me, Brandon. Yeah. To hurt me. I didn't cause this. Yeah. I just says the man, talk about real life, but you got a cartoon picture on your profile. I got my real picture on here.
Yeah.
You could Google the business. You can find the LLC, South Carolina.
Yeah.
Roll up there if you want to. I ain't gonna be there.
Right.
I ain't never been there before. So if I go there, if you want to get me.
Right.
Yeah. I'm here. And then he says the man who got an LLC with no earner income and $0. Well, here's my profits and loss statement for the first year I came up, young man. Did you have access to that? Did he have access to that?
No.
So why here make a statement like that?
That's what people do. They feel like if they type it, it's the truth for some reason. Because they're so used to pretending on social media, they rich, they fancy, they got, they eating good every night. People so delusional, they'll type some delusional lies and just try to make you think it's true too, even if you know it's not true.
Says the man going bald, so he wears a beanie. See, that beanie was a prop. But Brandon, do you see the picture? Do you see the picture down here?
You have hair, yeah.
I mean, I just shaved my hair yesterday, people.
And you was actually growing your hair out before, during the pandemic. But because you have a real job, a career, and
I don't know my career. I got a job. I go there. I give all I got. Let's be real with it. I'm a Negro in America. We don't have careers. We just have term agreements.
That's kind of what it is.
We're gonna use you up till we get enough of you.
Right.
And we already know your cap. The day you walk in there, we know your cap.
Yeah. But you're not bald.
I'm not bald. And what's the last one say, Brady? Can you read that?
Says a man angry at women because he got cheated on.
Who cares? If I did, I did. I didn't know about it.
Right. But like I say, people like to type that stuff up. They got their own. They can look at our thumbnails and they'll come to a conclusion in their head. They don't even listen to what we say. They'll look at the pictures and be like, "Oh, this is what this channel is about." So that's what we're gonna go with. And that's not true. You can't do that.
Well, let's go out to that little. His name is Little Flo. Little Flo, Brandon.
It's not. Oh, I thought it was Little Fro. It's not. It's Little Flo. Okay.
FRO. What's that?
Flo. It's Flo.
Little Flo. Brandon.
You said FR or FL? I think I'm my thing cut off.
Man, don't worry about the damn thing. This bitch ass motherfucker. You saw his damn name.
See, now I should get in my feelings and lash out at you. No, that's just not what we do. But go ahead.
Brandon, you think that guy ever see $500,000 in the trash can?
No.
Well, we're gonna show y'all guys $500,000 in the trash can today.
Okay, I'm tuned in. Let me see.
All right. Now this guy said we ain't never done nothing to do nothing. Compare your life with my life, young man. This is Project 20.
Now
Now, the first thing I like to do is keep my people involved. Brandon, do you have a roll or stack similar to
Yeah,
this?
it's right here actually.
Look, we didn't plan this out, people.
No, we did.
See, that's called unity.
Yeah.
Something we trying to build and something you got because you're jealous. Because you got it from your mama, and your mama mad because your daddy left you. Then we got stuff called property in a trash can. I got property, brother. You know, I can shit. The mattress costs $4,000. You know, how many people put $4,000 on a mattress?
Not many.
Oh, okay. Now we ain't bragging right here. We got deeds in our name, don't we? You know, we got one. We got two. Now this is the trash can, people. We got one or two. Ain't no problem. Shit, you think those deeds in the negative
No,
or in the positive,
no.
brother?
Positive.
They may be hoopties, but we got some car titles. You know, they both running. They both ain't nothing wrong with it. You could drive them to South Carolina if you really wanted to.
I got you.
All right, what we got? Oh, here's another one, Brandon. We got tides.
Okay.
Look at this. Do you give back 10%?
No,
Mr.
most people
LaFro?
don't. No, people don't. They don't believe in that.
But you see how it works. The more you get, the more you give. The more you give, the more you get. People can't understand that. And look at this. Equities. You know, look, we got equities right here. This could be retirement. This could be brokerage account. You think Mr. Flo got that?
Probably not.
Now watch this. What is this?
Sound like coins. Maybe rare coins.
Ain't rare. Look at this. It's an ounce of silver. Look this up. What's it about? How much you think that cost? Worth
900. Well, let me see. I'm probably about 550.
Nah, this is worth $35, Brady.
Okay.
Well, right here, but this is 20 of them. So you can put your calculator, Brady. 35 times 20.
I'll put me on the spot. Let me see.
Gotta keep your thing. Get this thing right.
All right, what'd you say now?
$35 times 20.
700.
So that's 700. All right, Brandon. Put another 350 on that, Brandon.
Plus 350. That's 1,050.
Put another 350 on it, Brandon.
Okay. We're at 14.
All right, put another 350. Can you put another 350?
We're at 1750 now.
How about another 350?
Oh, you got it. 2,100.
All right, how about
nice? See, that's what I want to get right there. That's
how
nice.
About another 350? Let's go. I'm telling you, $500,000 in a trash can, nigga. What the fuck you talking about?
2450, right?
2450. Here's another one. Let's count that.
2,800.
All right, here's another one. Let's count that one.
3150.
Shoebox, nigga.
and for the record, have you ever shown me these?
No. How about that one? Put $35, Brandon.
Okay.
You got it?
Yeah. 3185.
All right, another 35. We keep going. We keep it going. And this is not for me. This is when I die. It's either gonna be this or property.
3220.
Put another 35 on them, Brandon.
We're at 3255.
Put another 350 on them, Brandon.
Oh, another 350. 3605 now.
175 on them, Brandon.
3780.
Put 35 on them, Brandon.
3815.
Do another 35 on them, Brandon.
3840. I mean 50.
Do another 35 on them, Brandon.
Oh Lord. 3885.
Do another 35 on them, Brandon.
3920.
All right, do another 35 on them, Brandon.
And have you been collecting these?
I haven't collected these in years.
3955.
Do another 35 on them, Brandon.
$39.90, almost at $4,000.
All right, this way. Hold on. I gotta do this part on my side. All right, hold on. All right, Brandon. Do an 800 on it, Brandon.
Okay, hold on. So we have $47.90 now.
Hold on, let me do this on my side. Hold on. Do a 700 on it, Brandon.
$54.90.
All right. Do 3,300 on it, Brandon.
3,300. So we at $87.90 now.
All right, let me do this because I want to get the real number. Because y'all think we over here just talking and lollygagging, that we're trying to point you in a direction, and the direction is pretty good. You ready, Brandon?
Yeah.
All right, 375.
Okay. 91.65.
All right, 375.
95.40. So almost at $10,000.
All right, wait, hold on. $890, Brandon.
So $890.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez. So that's $10,430.
$890, Brandon.
Another $890.
Yeah, I ain't bullshitting
you. So we at 11,320 now. That's crazy.
And my last total.
Go ahead.
440, Brandon.
440. So that's $11,000, 760.
And
that's crazy.
In a Dollar Tree trash can. Now, people, that's what I'm trying to say. We have a book. Me and Brandon showed you a way. Y'all, Brandon, is this a lot? Was that a lot of money?
It is a lot of money for sure.
But how do you think Lewis got it?
By saving, by putting away.
How much? And I put away a lot or put away a little?
You had to put away. You had to put away and sacrifice more than most people do. But still, $20, people can't do that. So that still is a lot of money for every people a month. But if you think about it, is it if you're not being wasteful? Are you a wasteful person with your check?
Yes. All right. Papa John's Pizza. Papa John's Pizza.
Okay.
1.5 liters of whiskey. A 12-pack. And I bought one of these for like $18, but I was telling you $35. But it was $18.
Yeah, but it's all right. But I think when you buy investments or stuff that's going to depreciate and add value to your life or to your legacy, whoever you want to pass it down to, that stuff does matter. So whether you're spending money, you're still saving it. Just like with our Project 20, like in a way, it's like we losing money, but we're not, because we're saving it. You get what I'm saying? You have to sacrifice to save that $20, but you're putting it aside, so you're keeping it yourself. But I think people don't get that. Like, it's still your money, whether you're sacrificing it or not. You can give it to somebody else. You can give it to somebody that looks like you in your community, or you can give it to yourself. We got to do that more often.
Give it to yourself. And it don't take a lot, just take a little bit.
Yeah, it does really take a little bit. And you proved that with this Project 20. So that's why I say I can't remember what total we are at now.
I still put the $20. I put my $20 in this week, Brandon.
I grabbed the 20, but I don't. It's been so long.
And I did it last.
Yeah, I don't think I did it last week. So I'm probably off a little bit. And usually you'll send me a reminder, but like,
I ain't sending no more text. Shit, if you niggas we can't get it in 52 weeks. It should be routine. Ain't routine to you no more, Brandon.
It is routine. Yeah, it
It
is.
ain't. Audience, that's
I
the
don't.
problem.
I
That's a
don't know the
problem for
total.
Brandon right now.
No, I don't know the total, but I've had some stuff go on, and I've had a
Okay, yeah,
chaotic couple of weeks,
okay,
so
yeah.
it,
You're
it
right. Though.
has been a little difficult, but
But you
I'm
still got. But watch this. You still at least got 1,000 over there.
yeah,
Ain't
yeah,
it?
sure, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. And like I said, I used to know the total, and I'd be like, all right, cool. But now I kind of just grabbed the 20. The last couple of weeks, I just kind of grabbed the 20, and today I just grabbed another 20. So,
Oh, so you are doing it. I don't do.
but
I just grab a
I used to
20.
know the total. I used to know. I'd be like, I know exactly how much I got. I don't know how much I got.
It's
So,
too much difficult. See, Brandon. See, I texted Brandon a few weeks ago, but this
uh,
was a little bit before
mm,
or at the beginning of his family situation.
yeah.
I said, Brandon, I can start Project 30.
Yeah, you did say that. Yeah, yeah. So
And
what? So what do you?
I'm doing that on my own. Too late now, Brandon. That motherfucker's a struggle too.
So you doing $20 and $30?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's tough. $20 is kind of it's not tough, but you like, all right, man, I gotta remember to have this money. So
Well, I got that speeding
so
ticket.
$50.
The speeding ticket I needed that 20, and it messed me up. You see, that's why you got to do good, people.
Yeah.
Because if Project 30 is a stretch, you know, and I can have that $40 to give to the state because they got me on a speeding ticket.
But at the end of the day, you still giving that extra $30 to yourself. So are you losing it? Yeah, but you're saving it at the same time.
Cool. We see how long that lasts. Whew. Shit, $50 a week cash. Yeah, they say no, you can't do no $50 credit.
Right.
Yeah. See, I live on credit, people. I live on credit, and I pray my credit. And the rule is never pay interest on credit besides a car or a house.
Okay.
But I live on credit. Do that make sense, brother?
Yeah. I think most people live that way, but they don't follow that second part that you're talking about.
What second part?
The interest part.
Oh, okay, there you go. Boy, Amazon. Oh, let's get on. I got 20 more minutes. Amazon is a dirty bitch.
Why you say that?
They're so stealing, man. I'll show you.
They're not serving the planet, getting your packages quicker.
Brandon,
no.
Serve.
No.
Serving the planet. Shit, we supposed to be eating beans and rice and serve the planet. But Brandon won't steak. They gotta raise a whole baby calf for Brandon to get a quarter-ounce steak.
Right, and not eat it or overcook it.
Yeah, overcook it, throw it in the trash can. Yeah. How much ozone layer had to deplete Brandon palate?
For one day, for one night.
Yeah. Now Amazon, I called Amazon. I had to call these guys up because they sneaked their credit card payment on my ass back in March, and I missed the payment because I didn't know. I didn't miss my credit card bill was $15. I missed the payment because family issues, Brandon.
Yeah, I got
you. And they charged me $28 late fee or $35 or $15 bill.
That's crazy.
And they hit me with the interest. So I called them up 2 days later once I was notified.
Yeah.
And they gave me the refund and gave me the credit back. And then next thing you know, Brandon, do you think I got Amazon Prime?
I would say yes.
No, I ain't
You don't order stuff that much where you like, you know what? I want to watch TV shows with no commercials.
Amazon, Jeff Bezos is the mafia. That's how he does his companies.
Yeah.
Do you have an Amazon credit card, Brandon?
No, I don't have an Amazon credit card.
Get one and watch how they route everything to that credit card while you knowing about it.
What do you mean route everything? What do they do? You talking about the stuff you order?
Yeah, they save your credit cards, right?
They what? They save them?
They save your credit card numbers.
Yeah.
They always recommend it always
that
be
one.
Selected on that one.
Right. And you just clicking and purchasing, and that's the one that's gonna be on.
And if you don't remember those last four numbers, You know,
Right. You
I
can
done
be like,
ate
oh, a
over,
Visa. You can be like, well, I know which one that is, but no, that's the Amazon one.
and then in the small print, they'll sign you up for Prime, and you have to uncheck it.
Yeah.
So
Usually.
I'm up here praying for stuff. Boom, they put me on 30-day Prime.
Mhm.
I think I called it. I called it because once I signed up for Prime, I turn it off in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
But somehow I purchased something else for my mom while I was still on that 30-day
Plan.
trial,
Mhm.
and they restarted it back up, Brad. $15. I said, okay, since I'm on Prime, let me order this temperature gauge so I
Yeah.
can see how hot is the Blackstone. I don't know how hot that motherfucker be.
All right, which is an issue I'm having too. But go
Yeah,
ahead.
like because 275 is different than 500.
Right. Right.
Yeah. So I like to know the surface temperature.
Yeah.
I get this in the mail, put the batteries in, scan my temperature. What my temperature
Uh,
supposed to be, brother? 400
400 is probably about it
No, my
depends.
temperature, my body
Oh,
temperature.
oh, your body temp what 96,
Okay, 96. I think
98 maybe.
88.6 supposed to
Okay.
be. I scan this. It's talking about I'm 78 degrees. I'm dead. And I said, hold on, let me scan something else. I went back to
Uh-huh.
me. I said, this thing is not working. I
Yeah, it's
know
not
I ain't,
working right.
yeah, I ain't dead. I got a refund. Had to go to return it at Amazon Fresh.
Uh-huh.
Amazon somehow knew I walked in the store, knew I walked out the damn store, and emailed me a damn receipt personally.
Got it.
That's
So,
that's how, and you know, I don't do Prime,
yeah.
but they owe me. I said, okay, I go get the refund. How you think the refund is supposed to work, Brad? I put it on my credit card. What's supposed to
You can
happen?
just refund the money back to the credit card. So it'll show the balance off of there.
Nah, nigga. Get him a gift card for the
Because
defective
we know,
device.
right, right, because we know he gonna spend you want to spend something else on Amazon, so we might as well just give you another gift card so you can spend
I don't use Amazon. Well, where's my damn money? Well,
it. Yeah, that's
so
crooked.
I paid cash.
Yeah.
They sent me something defective.
You
They
can't
gonna pay me back in a damn a piece of paper. A piece of
so they're gonna so force you to spend some more money with them on something else that may not work or may not suit your needs.
maybe I needed the money back on my card because I don't have enough money to cover the bill, Brandon.
Yeah, that's true.
Where is my rights, Brandon?
I mean, they feel like, look, we know you better than you know yourself, so we just gonna give you a gift card.
Yeah, they do. They got me this time. And I bet they stealing.
What you mean?
Because I usually get Amazon Prime once a year for 30 days because I do the trials.
Uh-huh.
But this time they had to lay up the confusion.
Yeah.
10 contracts just to buy this damn thing.
Right. But let me tell you a quick story because it's happened a couple times. I look at the Amazon charges. I'm like, dang, I don't remember us buying anything because I try to keep up with them. I go look at the subscriptions. It's saying we got a TV subscription to some kind of British box or Brit box or something like that. I'm like, I had called them up. I said, I don't remember us subscribing to this. Can y'all take it off? It was like, well, I have to talk to my manager, but we'll get it removed. So a couple of months go by. I look on there, I see another charge. We got BT Plus on there now. I'm like, how the world? Because
Do your daughter have access?
she does have access. Now could she be the one doing it? She could be. I thought maybe my mother-in-law was doing it. She could be the one doing it too. So it's just very easy for them to turn stuff on and off without you even knowing, and you end up paying for it, or you end up getting suckered into keeping it, and you really don't want it. So sometimes companies will do stuff like that because they got they just, well, we can do this, we'll give them a gift card. We are in control of you, they're in control of us.
I needed my $15.
Well, they know you. Do you have the time to call us back and fight over the gift card? They say, well, most people not gonna call back and complain. So the gift card may give us more money, and we get to keep our money.
If my prepaid Amazon wasn't running out on the 14th, I'll be getting my money back, Brandon. All right. But since I got stuff, you know me, when you keep stuff in your cart for months, for weeks, until you hit the button.
And that's exactly what they say. Oh shoot, Lewis got stuff in his car. Let's just give him a gift card.
So he'll go that. Yeah.
Right. That's a good point. But like I say, they got programs running and AI and all that stuff. So they think they can outsmart us, or they can tell you what you need, whether even though you really want your cash back, you want your money back.
And what's in my car? I hope no porno shit come up. And what's in my car? Boom. I would if Amazon, if I'd have Prime for 10 more days, I won't never had none of this stuff in this damn box.
But you could get it in 2 days.
Yes, correct. Because I know as a non-Amazon customer, it takes me 2 weeks to get things. And I don't be 5 miles away down the road.
Right.
And I paid $5. No, now you buy over 35. But yeah, this is what I got. See, I'm wasting money now. I've said, fuck it. I ain't saving no money next paycheck. I'm buying me a thermometer.
A spice grinder. Oh, that's a coffee grinder.
I'm buying me a spice or whatever grinder. I could grab these green onions and see how they popping. And I'm buying me a watch thing because my watch is overflowing the one I got now.
Okay. Maybe we have to do a show where you show off some of your watches, because you got some timepieces.
Brandon, anybody want to see no $15 watches. Come on, what the fuck you talking about?
I know you got one that's been passed down that you showed me one time. I thought maybe you had a bunch of.
I don't got no. Okay. I got 15. Who want to see 15 $200 watches? Most of them about 15, 22.
Okay.
Well, this one right here. How much you think this one costs, Brady?
25.
Yeah, about $25, $35 watch. You know, in the 70s, this watch would be $4,000. But it came out with batteries, people. Small batteries. In the 80s, they dropped them down to about 200.
Right.
But yeah, but prescriptions, watch out for your prescriptions. They give you keep stuff in your cart. During this time now, before I purchase something with Walmart Plus, I go down to double check. Do I really need it? Do I really need it?
Before you push checkout.
Yeah. And every single time I at least save $4.
Yeah.
Every single time.
This is smart. Because sometimes you can put something in there, you don't necessarily need it, or you don't need it right now. And you can go without it. So sometimes trying to save some what you about to say?
See, here's the thing with Brandon. See, Brandon, he got his female trait coming out.
Okay, go ahead.
He's shopping Walmart for what ifs. Ooh, I want this brand makeup. Brandon just be over there just adding stuff to the cart. Adding stuff. What I do is
go ahead.
The mustard is about to run out. Let me check in the cabinet. We got any mustard? We got one more in there. Okay, let me put a mustard on the cart. Because I know the spare will be in the refrigerator pretty soon. That's how I run Walmart.
You said I'll be adding a bread maker.
You be laying down in your white cotton socks. You're drinking lemonade in the bed. A bed maker. Give me that. Just shop it.
I got you.
Just shop it so that's bring your pleasure. You ever done that, Bernie?
Yeah. And it does sometimes, making sure that you got everything, like you said, a checklist. I'm running low on mustard. The mustard is almost out. Let me add it to my list. Sometimes that kind of stuff, kind of organization, planning, that kind of does give you pleasure. That's how you know you're getting older. Like making sure you're having your house in order, having your finances in order. What? Go ahead. What?
Oh, Brandon, you ever ate a hot dog with no mustard? You can't run out. Life or death. I don't like I like the small luxuries I have in life. I like to keep them.
So if you didn't have any mustard, what you gonna put on a hot dog? You're not gonna put no ketchup, no Chick-fil-A sauce on there, or something like that. So barbecue
No,
sauce.
no, that's why I do the list because I couldn't imagine eating a hot dog without mustard. You think I'm from
Okay.
New York or something? Yeah,
You funny about that. And well, I used to have a hot dog restaurant. So
I
what
know you're a professional hot dog cooker. We know who he is.
I talked about it sometime, but you say you don't like because they too crowded. They got too much stuff on them. You
Too
don't you don't
sloppy.
do yeah, you don't
Yeah,
like your hot dogs like that. I got you.
I like it. I can have a lot, but you got to be tucked in.
Okay. What's some of the things you putting on your hot dog? Bacon bits, chili. How far you going?
I like raw white onions,
Okay, yeah, I'm with you.
mustard,
Hmm. Spicy brown mustard or just regular mustard?
a good quality mustard made
Okay.
with real mustard seeds, not wherever y'all wherever real mustard seeds, not
Yeah,
the watered down stuff.
no, I got you.
All right, then I like this a little bit of chili. Then I like coleslaw,
I got you. No, that's a good dog.
all tucked in, neat,
Yeah, neatly, not too much.
not too much. All of them. I had a hot dog last week. All of them was tucked in the buns. The whole thing was tucked in. So when
You're
you
not OCD, but yeah, I know you funny about that kind of stuff because you was talking about how the guys be eating their sandwiches, Subway sandwich be sloppy.
Brandon,
That's
you ever stick your hand in mud before and come up and try to eat? That's how you be looking when you be eating stuff.
right,
Oh, this stuff
right.
right here. I don't
But
want to
but you
like
know what?
animal.
I think people think like big people they don't have no etiquette or they don't want stuff a certain way. You know what I'm saying?
Big people. What the hell big people got to do with anything, Brandon?
That's just something people
Okay, okay, okay.
you're a neat eater. I think you're a neat eater. That's something I didn't know about you.
Brandon, I just don't want my hands dirty. I don't want my hands dirty. What's wrong with that? What's
That's
wrong
what
with reaching
napkins are
for a
for.
napkin? No, your hands be dipped in mud. I don't want all my hands dirty.
Yeah, it is a weird
And
feeling when you
somebody
got like
looking at you.
mayonnaise and stuff.
You on a business dinner and Brandon got all his hands full of dirt. Why
But
do
I
you
think
want that?
you're on to something because I think that's a good point. But I don't think everybody's there yet in their life. But I think you probably wasn't always like that.
And you get up, dirty hands, go get some out the refrigerator dirty.
Yeah,
Everything you touched off that guy smidged, don't it?
and that's how most people's houses are.
But you do it on purpose, Brandon. I
Who
do it
do
on
that?
accident. That's a different. You do it on purpose. You do it on purpose, right?
That's
You know your hands dirty, and you going up there and talking about let me get a refill, touching everything.
but people not mindful of that kind of stuff. People be like they'll sit down at McDonald's eating fries, dipping hot ketchup, licking their fingers, touching other stuff in the restaurant. Oh, I need a little salt. Grab the salt, put it down. People do that. People still do
You
that
think
kind
I
of.
gonna lick my fingers in a damn restaurant?
People do it.
And your hands be touching the bathroom.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Man, that food ain't that damn good.
Right.
Fresh out the freezer. Except for the meat.
So,
Everything.
so you never had no fast food that was you're like you eating the crumbs in the bag. You never did anything like that. Well, recently.
I told you I had fast food yesterday. Was a fly in the tea, Bernie. Did I say that at the beginning of this episode?
From where?
I said I
Colombia?
didn't have fast food in a long time. And the day I went yesterday, before I saw the movie Sinners, I said, let me get some sweet tea. A dead fly was right at the damn top. If the soda was turned, it's the other angle I've been And here's the thing, Brett. I took it. The 20-something-year-old girls there, between 18 and 24, they speak zero English. How they get over here?
You try to tell me to hire one of them.
I hire him too. I had it back. It's a fly in there. You gonna act like she don't believe me. Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. If a man says a fly in there, why you gotta be
Right, you gotta investigate.
Then the other one came over there.
I think
This
that reminds me of
fast food. This time you eat it, you get flies in your damn teeth.
what restaurant was it?
McDonald's.
Okay.
Value meal, $5.20
Yeah.
You know, I had to
With a
feel like
fly in there.
huh?
I said with a fly in there.
Fly in there. And I was debating, I was gonna get Coke, but I said, nah, let me get some tea or something. Luckily came in the clear glass.
So you can see.
I can see the damn. So look, I said, first I said, damn, I ain't noticed there black rice in here. And then when I look, I said, oh Lord.
But it's my thing. You think the fly was in there before they put the stuff in there or after?
I don't know what happened. I said, damn, Brandon, you better shut up. I sure drank that tea. They could have came out with the tea. Because it's an empty glass. They dip it with ice. They put tea in it. That fly was at the very top of the top.
Oh man.
And that food was delicious. But that's probably psychological. Like I said, McDonald's bring back certain memories. So
yeah. But it is good though. And then, like you say, it just kind of remind you, it take you back a little bit. So
all right, Brandon, that's it.
Man. Yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. You know, give us some feedback. I think we got a good show. We funny. You know, Lewis had me cracking up on here. Don't be scared to like. I think people be scared to like our channel. Be want to put us down. They always want to try to put us down. Y'all ain't even got this many views. You know,
I'm used to that, Brandon. I made when I was 18. I made a song. Why these niggas gotta hate on me? Why these niggas gotta hate on me? That was 2002.
All right.
You know? Why? Because I had an MP3 player before y'all still had the flip phones. You know, huh?
We didn't talk about that. So
my flip phone video recorder, it was a video recorder. You still had the phone. $500 for that flip phone.
Oh man.
You know,
and that took me back.
And that's when Verizon's quit giving y'all $200 back to trade up. And that was cash I paid. You know they gonna hate on you. Yeah. Gold slogger every Thursday in a big pizza.
In a big pizza.
Yeah, every single Thursday.
Yeah. What's a nostalgic alcoholic drink? Like Goldschlager or Belvedere or what's something that you'll drink? Would you drink now and be like, man, this was pretty good? Like Goldschlager is the one that had the flakes in there, right?
Yeah, you said nostalgia. So would you? I don't do nothing no fucking nostalgia, nigga. I ain't no trend, nigga. Nostalgia. So don't take the word you threw me off. Rearrange your things because I don't do a nostalgia.
What's an old drink like that'll take you back? Kind of like how we say McDonald's, it'll kind of bring back memories. Would it be a Mad Dog, King Cobra?
Nah, I want no Mad
Jim
Dog.
Beam.
I know. I don't want none of that. Hell no.
Old English.
It will probably be a sherbet lemon limeade. That's that'll take me back. A sherbet punch.
From where? Something you made or you got from somewhere?
My grandma used to bake it. My grandma used to bake it.
No, I got you.
I think it was lemon lime Kool-Aid, pineapple juice, 7-Up with sherbet drip that scoop out sherbet on the top.
And mix it in there. I got you.
Yeah, it'd be like a lemon zest float or something.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Now Brandon, I can't like I go name some devil juice. Oh, I drank devil juice. It brings me back to something nice. No, none of this stuff brings me back. What liquor ever brings you back to something nice?
Well, you're right. But I think sometimes, like I say, we get caught up in stuff that's not good for us, whether it's beer, alcohol, but that's just a part. That's a part of. And real quick, how did you like the Sinners? Because I think a lot of people say it was good. I heard a couple people saying it was misrepresenting the Asians, how they weren't really helping us back then.
See now, that's one of the ignorant Negroes talking.
Okay, but go ahead, because you're more of a historian than I am at all. Because I'm just not on the history like that. So what's your take on that part of it?
Let's just talk about how the Asians came over here, Brandon. Brandon, was the Asians on the East Coast?
The East Coast? I wouldn't think so. I thought they were more on the West Coast.
That is correct. Asians on the West Coast, right?
Mm.
Imagine if some Asians went away from their group
to
over here to the South. Where would they go? What neighborhoods would they go in?
I don't know.
You only got two. You got two neighborhoods, people.
What's the neighborhoods?
A black neighborhood or a white neighborhood?
Okay.
Where in 1932, an Asian will go, Brandon?
They will go to the black neighborhoods, I would think.
Yes, the black neighborhoods, like today's, always accept anybody who comes in.
Yeah.
So it was Asians that linked together in those times. Now, if you went to the West Coast, probably hell no, they get the shotgun on your ass. Why? Because they are the majority and you are a minority.
Okay, I got you.
But when the minority goes against the majority, he's going to say, what the hell the Asian guy go do except for fall in line?
Yeah.
And
but I was curious about that, and they were saying like Asians locked us from getting grocery stores. What's your take on that?
Well, hold on. Your governor, Brandon, your former governor from South Carolina. What's the whole name?
Who?
The woman
who was running for president?
Nikki Haley.
Yeah.
Her parents, Asian, came over here. White people, Asian people, they want to be white. So they went to the white people first. Can I get a job? Nope. Went to another white person. Can I get a job? Nope. Went to the Negro person. Can I get a job? Yep, we signed you right up. Her mama. We ain't buying no clothes from no Indian woman. You crazy?
Because then she said Nikki Haley was saying she Native American too.
No, she ain't never said that, Brandon.
I thought she did on her campaign, but go ahead.
Nah, she ain't no Brandon. She's Kamala Harris. That's what she is.
But that's what I'm saying. She could be white. She could be Asian a little bit.
But she's white now.
Yeah. She's white now.
But we talk about when her parents came here, and if it wasn't for black people, they would be dead by now. But we took them in. Yeah. So the people who talk about an Asian person in Sinners won't set up a shop to sell to black people while having Asian people run the shop like they do today.
Yeah,
it's ludicrous. And that person,
that's a good point.
And that person needs to read a book and quit learning off movies. Trump did this week. He stopped PBS. I watched that.
Oh, yeah.
I guarantee none of these baboons watching that. That's why they don't know nothing. What's the last time you watched? Well, Brandon, I don't want to say. What's the last time you watched PBS?
PBS, it's probably about 4 years.
But guess what?
I used to watch it with my daughter because they got good cartoons on it. But go ahead.
Brandon knows about Claude Anderson, so he read something or got informed somewhere.
Yeah.
Other people say Asian people didn't do that. They didn't read no books. They didn't watch no PBS. They didn't go to no class, and they barely made it out of school. They don't know about no present participle and none of that stuff.
I got you.
So yeah, don't believe all these people.
But I'm gonna check with you anyway. But you thought it was a good movie?
It was.
Should I go see? Huh?
Yes, it was probably maybe 20% of the movie. I thought, man, I don't like this damn movie.
Mm-hmm.
Then 80% was pretty decent.
Pretty good. Okay.
Or Michael B. Jordan, he need to learn how to talk like he's from the South. I don't know who the fuck he talking like. And also in the movie, it proves this too.
What?
Big women, we ain't gonna lift you up. We're just gonna turn you around.
Because I saw a post you had.
What?
I think it was about two different women. It was a black woman and a different race woman.
Both of them down. Both of them ride or die, Brandon.
Yeah. Okay.
But in 1932, which one you picking, Brandon?
To do what? To hold me down? The black one.
Wow. Okay. Both of them hold you down.
Well, I shouldn't say this, but I'm gonna think black and I'm gonna date black, and that's just what I'm gonna do. That's just who I am.
Wrong. Brandon want that white woman.
No.
But here's the thing. That white woman comes with a whole bunch of problems. Clan, somebody see you, the clan coming to get you. This dude,
You're right.
Brandon said, I could go with this piece over here.
Okay, that's what you were saying. Yeah.
But
Okay.
Brandon want that white woman with that money. He had that money in his pocket. Yeah.
You think that's what people do? Not to go too far into that, but you think when black people get money, sometimes that's what they do? Is that what Shannon was doing?
Well, you gotta remember, money attracts different things like the vampires. So people coming, predators coming in to get you.
Yeah.
But guess what? Sometimes the vampire will run into Blade, aka Puff Daddy. You know? So the vampire said, "Oh, I could." Blade got that warm blood.
Right.
The vampire is a predator.
Yeah.
But little behold, he's going against a predator bigger than him.
Alpha predator. Yeah, I got
and
you.
he turns around, your ass get played. Now you sue.
Right, but people don't want to think about that kind of stuff, but that's the game.
Money and wealth to distort people from having sex. Well, what don't guys do that every day of the week?
Yeah, right. I think both parties know it's a game, so they know, like athletes or people with money, they know you trying to get their resources. So sometimes they may dog you out, they may put you in a worse position than you started off with, even though you would. Go ahead.
No, Brandon, they're there for a goal, and he's there, and she or she's there for a goal. Okay. Usually they agree. But relationships turn sour. Oh, Michelle, somebody get a little jealous.
Yeah.
And it happens.
Yeah, you're right. But I think sometimes when you're dating and people have money, you think you're heading for the same goal, but maybe the person with the money or the leverage is just trying to use you and just telling you certain things so they can get what they want out of the situation.
Brandon, we know the game, Brandon. You go to Hollywood, like Corey Hogan said, you go become a backdooring. All right, you know the game. All right, you know it going in. Brandon, when you send your daughter when she turned 18 to Hollywood by herself for $300, why? What up, Brandon?
Because I already know what's going on. I know what people are gonna be trying to do.
All right, so tell those people they grown. Don't act stupid now. Or let's change the laws and have people make decisions for them.
Yeah.
All right, Brandon, let's roll.
All right, let's end it here. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all have a good one.